On a quiet Thursday night, 28-year-old Brianna Hayes discovered a second phone hidden in her fiancé's car. By sunrise, she was gone. And what that phone revealed would unravel a nightmare no one saw coming. The message was short. "You know I can't keep doing this." It came from an unknown number, one Brianna had never seen before. When she picked up the second phone from the glove compartment of her fiancé's car, her heart sank. The wallpaper wasn't a stock image, but it was them. Her fiancé, Mark, and another woman, smiling on a beach she'd never been to. Within hours, Brianna stopped answering calls. Her last message to her sister read simply, "I need to talk to him tonight." By the next morning, her car was found abandoned near the river. Her purse, phone, and keys were inside, but Brianna was gone. Brianna and Mark had met 3 years earlier at a community fundraiser in Nashville. She was a graphic designer. He was a local contractor with a quiet charm that made everyone feel at ease. To friends, they were the picture of stability. Sunday brunches, travel vlogs, engagement photos shot beneath fairy lights. But beneath that facade was a growing tension that few noticed. Mark was protective, overly so. He often showed up unannounced at her office just to check in. He had passwords to her social media, but when she asked for his, he'd laugh it off. "Trust, babe," he'd say. "That's what keeps us solid." For a while, she believed him. Until that night, the night of the secret phone. In the weeks leading up to her disappearance, Brianna had confided in her best friend, Layla. She felt something was off. Strange late-night calls, Mark leaving the room to answer texts, and a new passcode on his main phone. Layla later told police that Brianna planned to confront him after work on October 12th. She said she wasn't scared, just tired. Like she needed the truth no matter what it cost. Neighbors reported hearing raised voices around 9:30 p.m. at their apartment complex. One described hearing a woman crying, then a door slam. No one called the police. By 10 p.m., up the lights were out. By morning, Brianna's car was parked at the riverbank. The next morning, Mark called Brianna's family to say she'd stormed out after an argument. He sounded calm, maybe too calm. When officers arrived, they noted no signs of forced entry or struggle, just a single wine glass on the counter and her phone on the kitchen table. But the search widened fast. Her phone data placed her at home until 10:12 p.m., then suddenly, silence. No pings, no messages. When investigators examined Mark's second phone, they uncovered dozens of messages from a woman named Jessica Allen, a coworker he'd allegedly been seeing for over a year. The text revealed not just an affair, but jealousy, manipulation, and threats. One message from Mark, sent the night Brianna disappeared, read, "She knows. I'll fix it tonight." Mark maintained his innocence. He claimed Brianna left after discovering his affair and just needed space. But detectives weren't convinced. A week later, search teams found a patch of disturbed earth half a mile from the riverbank. Buried beneath shallow soil was a piece of torn fabric, the same floral pattern as the dress Brianna wore in her last Instagram post. The evidence began to close in. Security cameras from a nearby gas station showed Mark's truck driving toward the river at 10:37 p.m. that night, and returning 45 minutes later. When confronted, Mark broke down. In his confession, he claimed it wasn't supposed to happen. He said Brianna had confronted him about the second phone, threatened to leave, and in the heat of the argument, things got out of hand. During the trial, prosecutors revealed something that changed everything. Jessica, the other woman, had reached out to police before Brianna vanished, saying Mark had become violent when she tried to end the relationship. She said he once told her, "If I can't have her, no one will." Her statement, ignored for the lack of evidence, would later become the key that sealed his fate. Mark was sentenced to life in prison. Jessica later told reporters she wished she'd pushed harder, spoken louder, done more. Maybe if someone listened, Brianna would still be here. Conclusion love can start with a smile, a promise, a ring, and end with a secret phone. Brianna's story is a chilling reminder that control disguised as love is not devotion, it's danger. When love turns to obsession, it's not affection that kills, it's silence.